Republican lawmakers are calling for the impeachment of Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson. It's our top story at 6. Thank you for joining us. I'm Siobhan Klepfer. Jorma is off tonight. This announcement comes after Secretary Benson refused to hand over unredacted election materials that she claims would threaten election security. Secretary Benson is currently running for governor. Our Taryn Simmons is here for you now with what's at stake. Taryn?
Siobhan, State Rep James DeSena accuses Secretary Benson of repeated abuse of power, violating the Constitution, and corrupt conduct. Benson calls it a smear campaign.
As a legislator and lifelong resident of the state of Michigan, it is my belief that we are dealing with the most lawless Secretary of State in Michigan history.
Representative DeSena announced an impeachment resolution containing 3 articles.
Article 1 states that Secretary Benson has routinely exceeded her authority by ignoring the procedural requirements imposed by legislature in statute.
DeSena says Benson's Michigan Legacy PAC donated funds to a Democratic Supreme Court candidate back in 2024, which he claims is questionable.
An $82,500 donation to the Keep Kyra Harris Bolden for Justice Committee 1 month before her arguments before the Supreme Court on O'Halloran versus Benson.
DeSena also accuses Benson of violating the U.S. Constitution after banning open carry firearms within 150 feet of polling places on Election Day. Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson has since responded to the plans to impeach her. Quote, "They're obsessed with getting their hands on materials that could enable them to tamper with election machines and impersonate election clerks." Benson also called it a clown show. Quote, "This is Republican lawmakers abusing their authority to access sensitive election information that would allow them or any conspiracy theorists they shared with to tamper with election equipment, interfere with the chain of custody of ballots, or impersonate a clerk on Election Day." DeSena states the second article of the resolution highlights allegations regarding electronic and paper copies of the qualified voter file, adding that they don't match up. This isn't the first House Republicans have introduced articles of impeachment against leading Democrats. They tried a similar tactic with Governor Whitmer in 2020 and Attorney General Nessel in 2023. But those resolutions were mostly symbolic and were never moved forward. Back to you.